love if he comes in and goes boom.
What is up, Copper fam? Anyone watching? Happy Friday evening. I hope you're well. We're going to be giving our Premier League preview over the next 30 minutes. So always, as usual, leave your comments below. Get involved in the conversation. There's going to be a lot of, maybe a bit of arguing, hopefully a lot of agreements as well. But I have to introduce the two legends beside me. Mr. Boat, how are you doing?
Legend, you know, I like that.
I said plural, there are two. And Teddy from the Heavy Trackers, how are you doing?
I'm good, man.
Right, now before we get started, we just have to say quickly, let's get over and done with. Who do you support?
I'm a United fan.
Boat,
Manchester United.
Teddy?
Arsenal.
There we go. I've got someone to share my pain with now, so I feel more comfortable. I'm okay with this situation. So.
They're going to gang up on me today, is what's going to happen.
You've got to. They're doing too well with the league. So, but this is the Premier League preview. Get involved in the conversation, and without further ado, we're going to start with the first game this weekend. It is Man City Liverpool. Big game. What are your thoughts? Boat?
Do you want me to go first, T? All right, cool.
There we go.
I am happy that this game has come this early in the season when we're actually winning.
Yeah.
What do I think of the game? I definitely think it's going to be a draw. I feel like it's a big blow for Liverpool that Kompany's not playing, because I think he's way past it. So when he does play, teams have a better chance of actually going against him.
Okay.
That's generally what I think. I think he's strong, but he's not got the wit about him that he used to. I feel like their attack is going to be too much for City on the day. See, I'm going for a draw because that's what I want, but I feel like Liverpool are going to beat them. And either team winning is just a nightmare for me as a United fan.
I think for all of us. Really.
Yeah, but a draw is the best result for all of us here.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And that's like, even then, like both of them gaining points just annoys me like a lot. I don't want City or Liverpool to ever get any points.
We can all agree on that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I've got it as a Man City win.
Okay.
And the reason why I've got it like that, because I think Liverpool are going to get a little bit gassed of the fact that they beat Arsenal, which was below par.
It's horrible.
But they don't have a defence. And I think...
Do you think City do?
No, they don't either, but they've bought so many players that I feel like they can steady the boat a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's... Liverpool's going to go gun-ho, and then it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
There'll be lots of goals. That's what I think personally.
Yeah.
And I think City might just nick it, man.
Yeah. People aren't here for my opinion, but I'll give it anyway. I see a City win, but if Liverpool win, it's going to be their kind of usual counter-attacking, just going like City, loads of possession, missed chances. They have those games where they miss loads of chances, and then suddenly Liverpool break up the other end with all their pace, boom. But this is pretty much the biggest game of the season so far, I'd say.
Do you reckon?
I'd say so. It was Arsenal-Liverpool, and then now they're both up there.
Do you know what? It saddens me to say, but I don't even think Arsenal-Liverpool was like a big game of the season.
I wanted it to be. But it wasn't.
It was just a game, and I just think this game might just be a game because in my head, I know who's the top three. Yeah. And I know...
But since when has Arsenal-Liverpool not been a big game, though? It was is that Emirates, right? No, it was
for the last like 2-3 years, maybe. Just since we haven't won the league in ages, both of us. But before we getting into the intricacies of it, a big talking point is Coutinho. I don't know if you saw the news today, but it's kind of like that he has been dropped.
Whoa!
So he's not in the squad for tomorrow
at all.
Yeah. So you were saying Kompany is a big deal, but this is possibly bigger news. What are you thinking about that?
He got dropped.
They say he's not in the squad. So whether that means dropped or he's maybe he's a bit unfit or whatever it is. What are you thinking about that?
Personally, the reason I asked you if it was that he's been dropped is because I feel like this whole season, he's been angling to get out of there. Yeah. And I feel like all these, especially when players do this whole, my stomach's hurting or... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an injury, bro. You're a big grown man. You're a grown up. Like, fix up, get on the field and play. But so I feel like even at this point, that's why I asked you whether he's been dropped or not. Yeah. I reckon it's just his head's not in the right place to play. And I think that's a smart decision for Klopp not to put him in the team if he's not going to give 110 on the field. Yeah. That's my opinion on it. Anyway, what do you reckon?
What are you thinking,
I think it works the same. Like, he shouldn't play at all. The guy wanted to leave. It was only a matter of time. Okay. And it hasn't happened. And he's just going to be there looking at them like, I don't really want to play for you guys. So it just makes more sense.
But if he could play, if he could start, for example, he went to Klopp, he was like, I'm fit, I feel good, I want to play, would you play him?
He walks straight back in.
Yeah.
See, this is where it's
because he could have unsettled. You never know. The rest of the team might just be like, "Yo, you've been trying to get out of the club for the last 2-3 months. Yeah. I don't want to play with you," sort of thing. It might upset.
He's their best player. It's like
you can't deny. Yeah, exactly. You can't.
Saying he's their best player, I agree.
Yeah.
But do you give? Because you just said player power. Yeah. Do you give the player that kind of power? Do you just let him walk straight back into the team? If he's been trying to angle out of there. He's been trying to get out of there for a while. If that was Sir Alex, he would never let him come back into the team straight away.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's true. But Liverpool is a team that only has 11 players.
Yeah, they don't have a squad, innit?
Yeah.
They'll be like Tottenham to a certain extent.
So we've got a comment here already. Thank you for commenting. The Fergus 888. They said, "Do you think Chamberlain will start for Liverpool tomorrow?" I'll go out very quickly and just say, I think he will, and I hope it's left wing back. That's all I'm saying. As an Arsenal fan,
I literally have to say the same thing. I can just see him taking Klein's place because Klein's out.
Yeah.
So I don't see him playing central midfield.
But he'll start.
Funny.
He'll start.
Well, he will start. Yeah, but not where he wants to play. Otherwise, he should have just went Chelsea.
He started already. Sorry, Ox. Sorry.
He's going to be on the bench. How do you start over Chan, Henderson, Wijnaldum?
In that sentiment, he's not going to come in straight away. Dominate that midfield by himself, but maybe on the wing. No, because they've got Salah and Mane.
Salah and Mane on the wing.
They've got Mohamed Salah, they've got Mane, they've got Firmino up front.
Yeah,
you can't take off Anderson and the other geezer, so he's definitely playing right back or left back. Because Klein is
But do you lot feel he's going to start tomorrow? I don't. I think he's on the bench.
I think most likely he won't, but I think he will. I think he will. Just as a statement, I think he will.
I think if Klopp's smart, he won't play him just because so far I don't think Klopp knows exactly where he wants to play him, and it will make it easier for him not to play him and bring him on second half or something like that.
So before we move on quickly to the next game we want to talk about, very quickly, predictions. You were saying Man City win, Liverpool win. What were you saying?
I'm going to go just about 3-2.
3-2
to City, yeah? I'm going to go with my heart. It's a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Come on, the draws.
I'm going to go. I thought City at first, but I'm going to go with a sneaky 2-1 Liverpool win.
Okay.
But yeah, let's see. Let us know your comments down below. What are you thinking about Liverpool? Will Coutinho start? Well, no, he won't. Definitely not. Will Chamberlain start? He's probably still on the beach somewhere. Right, let's go on to the next game. I don't even want to. It's Arsenal Bournemouth. Let's have a think. What are you thinking? First thoughts?
Because you're Arsenal, I'm going to allow you to go first on this one.
It is a must win, and I think the manager's come out today and he talked about how important it is for them to win, and everyone's like happy with it. And I think Arsenal playing at home really is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Bournemouth, Jermaine Defoe.
He loves scoring against us. He loves scoring against everyone. To be fair,
but I think our backs against the wall. Especially after what Ozzy has been saying online and everything, and I think we might just go back to 4 at the back.
Okay. I think go back to our old. We've been shocked into going back to our old.
I think it might be time.
Okay, fair. What were you, Bo?
Well, I think you lot should go back to 4 at the back because Monreal playing centre back just is not working out. Bellerin,
2 left backs are centre backs.
Bellerin,
what could go wrong?
He should be left on the right because I don't know why he's on the left. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Yeah.
I think. To me, Arsenal are going to win easily. I think this came at the perfect time for you lot. No, they are. I think Arsenal are going to win it. I don't want them to, but I feel like they are going to.
Yeah.
I feel like saying must win at this point, even if Arsenal lost it, which I don't see happening.
Yeah, it's 3 games into the.
It's 3 games into, so it's not must. It's just going to create more ridiculous pressure for the manager.
Yeah.
It's going to even if you lot draw. Yeah. It's going to. But I see Arsenal cruising that game. To be fair.
So, talking about the formation and possibly like the starting 11. So a few big talking points is that Kolasinac, he's been left on the bench. Lacazette been left on the bench. Why are you going to pay this money for Lacazette? Why would you bring in so what are you thinking? Should they start? Mainly should Lacazette start over Giroud?
Yeah, literally last week my first thing was like, Mr. Wenger, why do you not play Lacazette?
Outside the Emirates on Arsenal Fan TV,
come on, play him 50 million.
Yeah,
like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, so the thing is, Giroud's played well this season.
But I'm getting to a point where I was watching The Invincible like yesterday on whatever the golden years or whatnot. That 4-4-1-1 and having Giroud and Lacazette play together is not impossible.
Yeah,
I don't.
You'd start them together.
Why not?
Who drops out though?
Have you seen how Shaka's been playing lately, mate? Terrible.
I like Shaka.
Terrible.
But okay, so you would actually start them together?
I don't see anything wrong with that. I would.
What about you, Bo?
Lacazette came in and scored instantly.
Yeah, in the first, what was it?
In the
1 minute 30 or 2 minutes in.
He came in and he scored instantly. How does that not guarantee you a start in your biggest game thus far? And this weekend he has to start. If he doesn't start, listen, our previous manager, I call him he who shall not be named. I'm not going to say those 3 letters, yeah? I feel like he's friends with Wenger because this looks like sabotage. No, it looks like sabotage because how can you not... Lacazette, to me, I watched a few games of him in the French league last year. He's quick and he's a good finisher. I don't understand why you won't play him up front.
Yeah.
He has to play this week. He has to play this weekend. He has to start up top.
If he doesn't play, this guy's comment, Harry, thank you for leaving a comment. He said, Arsenal will not beat Bournemouth, no chance. Wenger can't pick a team, blood. Just to really punctuate, he's got the troops in there.
I mean, I hope he's right, but I just don't see that, man.
I don't want to say, but I think we will win. I think we'll win. We should win 2-0.
Yeah, I think we, like the media and everyone else, we're over-exexaggerating this thing.
Plus, they are.
The boat will steady at some point.
I feel like they're the only, if not one of the few teams that have lost more games than you guys at the moment. You know how to get in the fact that you lot have lost quite a few games. But yeah, no, they've lost 3. They've lost all 3 of their games.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just don't.
They're in bits.
I don't see them turning it around at the Emirates. I just don't see it.
When's the last time Eddie Howe done anything against Wenger anyway?
Yeah,
true. That's another good point.
But last year they were winning 3-0.
And then we came back 3-0.
3-3.
Giroud celebrated 3-0, thinking we won the game, whatever.
Still celebrating.
We've got another comment. So Arsenal, hot topic. Obviously, William5 says Giroud is the most underrated striker in the Prem. I'd agree.
I'll second that.
He's better than people think he is.
Right. I agree. I don't know about... I'm going to say I don't know about the most underrated in the Premier League. However, he is very underrated.
Yeah, he is.
All he does... Right, he misses a lot of chances, I will say.
Yeah.
But he bangs goals.
And his
striker
is class.
A striker that bangs goals needs to be respected for that.
Yeah.
He also is Arsenal's different type of forward option.
Now that we have Lacazette, who doesn't even start, but if he did start,
Giroud scores the most difficult type of goals that other Arsenal players can't score.
Yeah,
them headers that he bangs in, Sanchez ain't doing that. It's different. Your strike, Theo Walcott's not doing that. I don't know what he's doing, to be fair, but there's a lot of things that Giroud does up front that a lot of your other strikers. He's a different type of centre forward.
You know what? This is gonna sound cheeky, but Lacazette and Giroud could be at Andy Cole and Dwight York. Like to a certain extent.
Okay, yeah.
I know it's blasphemy.
So can I go? Is that what you're doing?
Did put some respect on the names.
No, you need to explain that. Yeah. Explain what you mean by that.
Everyone nowadays plays this, 4-5-1 formation. Everyone's been playing with one striker, and I just feel like sometimes football isn't that hard if you go back to the basics. And I feel like them two playing together could just take us back to those days of me growing up watching Dwight York and Andy Cole and hating on them, but they were good.
So Teddy's injured is what it is, yeah. So obviously that injured, the blood's flowing from hair up to here. I don't know what you... Bro, anyway, we're not getting into that. We're not getting into that.
In fact, we are going to go on to the next game in a bit. Very quickly, so we're thinking Arsenal wins, nice and easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3-0 to Arsenal.
I've got 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. I think I'll agree 2-0. But what do you think of a fam? Let us know in the comments. We'll be reading them out later. Get involved in the conversation. As we move on to Everton against Spurs. Now this is one I think that would have been a pretty big game. Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It would be like sort of a battling there but now it seems Spurs are
different level.
Next level.
I know the score and I'm gonna put a tenner on it.
Go on.
1-1.
1-1. You're saying Spurs?
I don't see Spurs beating them.
But Spurs aren't at Wembley, so they're probably more comfortable at Goodison than they are at Wembley.
No.
No, not having it.
I'm not hating on Spurs. I'll tell you why though, because they've got a great team, right?
Yeah.
And he's finally scored. Harry Kane. It's not August anymore. He's finally scored.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it. I think Everton's got a decent team. If Wayne Rooney can stop getting arrested, he can play in the
Well, he doesn't drive to games, does he? He's just there in the back, in the coach. It's like, don't you dare come near the front of the bus.
I love Wayne Rooney, man.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's done his time. He's won everything he can at Man United. You know what I mean? He's just enjoying him.
I feel like, first of all, thank God that Wayne Rooney isn't our problem. I know I'm going to get a lot of abuse for that, but don't care. He's not our problem. No, he is. Of course he's a legend. He's a Manchester United legend. He's a bad boy.
Do you think he's a world legend?
No.
Thank you.
He should have been though. But if we get into that, we're going to be here for another 45 minutes and we've got games to preview. No, you're right, but we'll get into that after.
He's on job. He's on job.
Do you know what I'm saying? Everton, Spurs. I honestly as much as I don't want it, because I feel like they are going to be there or thereabouts this year, I see them going to Everton and turning them over, bro. I think that Dele Alli kid is underrated.
Middle finger Ali.
Yeah, middle finger Ali. That's what we're going to call him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, middle finger. I think he's so underrated. I think he's such a danger to every team that he plays against. His runs that he makes are so important. I think they're going to go there and turn Everton over. Honestly,
I think so as well. Like Anthony Garcia says, Toffees versus Spurs will be a mad thing. I don't know if it's going to be a mad thing per se, but I think it should be a good game, because the thing is, they're both teams like Everton. They're doing all right, just doing Everton. That's their standard thing. And Spurs, they're under a bit of pressure, really, because they know at home they're not comfortable. So they need to prove themselves away.
They have 35 more away games this year.
Times have changed.
Exactly.
It is. They're not at home.
Yeah, times have changed though. I feel like Everton versus Spurs impacts the rest of us.
Yeah, it does.
For sure.
We have to look at that game. We all have to watch that game. We then have to 6-7.
Yeah, we wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like Koeman is going to have them playing football this year. I think that's his aim anyway. The type of coach he is. Spurs already play ball.
But you think it's going to take time?
I think it's, of course, especially he's made a few signings this year that are not just going to gel straight away. Like, I've been watching United for how long now? The more signings we make, the longer it takes them to gel. But I feel like tomorrow they're going to actually try and play ball. I don't feel like they're going to feel each other out. I feel like they're actually going to both go for the game. That's why I think Spurs will open them up, because Everton are going to try and come at them.
I agree.
Kane hat-trick. Oh, I don't know about that.
That's big. So what we saying?
I'm going for 1-0.
1-0?
Yeah, I don't think Spurs are.
I reckon 2-1 Spurs.
Yeah, I reckon maybe a cheeky, maybe a 1-0. Like Spurs.
To Spurs,
solid at the back when they're not at Wembley. Yeah.
So we all agree there ain't going to be that many goals then?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
So actually, Anthony Garcia, when you said Toffees versus Spurs is being a mad thing, it's probably the opposite. It's just boring.
We say this now. Watch it be 5-5 tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't save this video. Don't send it to us on Twitter tomorrow. We don't want to know. Right, next game. It's Leicester Chelsea. What are we thinking about that?
All these fixtures are just making me smile, because someone's dropping points.
Yeah.
Everton Spurs, one of them's dropping points. City Liverpool, so one of them's dropping points. Leicester Chelsea. Personally, I think that's going to be a draw. I don't know why. It's my gut feeling, and maybe could that be a bit of bias because I want Chelsea to drop points? I don't know, because Chelsea to me are a better team than Leicester.
Yeah,
they're a better team than Leicester. Everyone, they're a better team than Leicester. I just see Leicester being really up for it. Jamie Vardy is back at it. I know he might not be scoring banging goals, but he is back at it.
When he injured in the last game though?
No,
I don't think he even cares if he's injured.
No, I think
he was still.
But I don't think it's anything serious though. I think he's going to play this tomorrow.
I see it as them losing for the simple fact that they've lost Drinkwater to Chelsea from correct.
Oh yeah.
And that new guy can't play because FIFA said no. Because they were like 2 minutes late or something like that.
Oh yeah. Was it? Oh yes. Yeah.
With that in mind, and Chelsea coming back up, I just feel like Chelsea might just win it. But I'm with you on that one, where I can also see a draw, because I don't think Chelsea is Chelsea anymore.
I just see Leicester being really up for it, especially adding that Drinkwater into the fire. Like, sort of, you can't write these scripts like, "Oh, you left us, watch us beat you." Nah. I don't think so.
I don't think it will.
They probably had that in the contract, right?
But
that one.
Oh yeah, some of the teams do that. They don't allow former players to play.
Especially if he's already played this season.
Yeah,
it makes sense. But do you reckon? Basically, the main question, I guess, would be Chelsea started off horribly. Everyone was like, did people write them off too soon? First game of the season, same way that first game of the season, Arsenal won 4-3, and they're like, oh, Arsenal showed a bit of grit, and now we're wet flannel. But Chelsea is like, it was the opposite. They started off terribly, but then now they're looking pretty strong again.
They did the same last year. We beat them 3-0, and it was
exactly.
Like winning 15 games or whatnot. Yeah. So I just see them getting back up there, but they don't have a squad. I still feel like Chelsea's only got 11 players as well.
You know the worst thing though? Chelsea have beaten two stronger teams than our teams have beaten.
Yeah.
Chelsea beat Everton and Spurs.
Yeah.
So if anything, on paper, we should be worried about them the most. I just don't know why I'm not this year, which is a bit weird, because Chelsea are the champions.
Yeah, they don't seem to be like at that proper like upper limit where you're like, oh, they're going to turn.
They haven't done anything on the field that's made me think, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They've won the games, but they haven't been playing as fluidly as they did last year.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
If you play FIFA this year with Chelsea, you're literally playing with 11 players and no subs.
You don't think they've got a squad?
The squad's terrible.
Isn't Costa still in Spain somewhere going mad? Or Brazil.
He's just on a constant
He don't know where he is.
He's on a constant holiday. Copper fam, what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Keep leaving your comments below. Get involved in the conversation. We'll read them out. And we'll hopefully answer some questions if you want to leave some questions. Or just comments about us and how stupid we are if we're going to get something wrong. Probably. But next game is one that you'll probably enjoy.
Go on.
It's Stoke, Man United.
Yeah, I'm not going to enjoy it, mate.
You're not?
Do you know what? Honestly,
it's Stoke, innit? It's Stoke away. It's not easy. That doesn't matter how good
Probably
you are.
snow that day.
What part of the season?
In Stoke tomorrow.
Exactly.
I'm going to go for it because I think we're going to go there and beat them. But
are you going to concede? First goal of the season, concede?
Yeah. We're going to concede there.
But you'll win.
But the reason we're going to concede is because I feel like, not that they're going to get complacent, but they are very comfortable at the moment. We haven't... Nobody's really tested us at the moment.
I agree.
Nobody's tested us.
You've had easy games, so you have to admit.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So nobody's tested us. The level of... No disrespect to West Ham, Swansea or Leicester, their supporters and their teams, but they are not... They haven't challenged us. They're not good enough to challenge us, and that's fine for me to say. I think Stoke will, and their home crowd as well. I think
Stoke's the first big test you've had this year.
The only test we've really had this year. I feel like I think we're going to pass, but I do think we're going to concede. I think we're going to see De Gea maybe working a little bit because he hasn't worked at all.
He hasn't done anything.
But a win's a win.
A win is a win, exactly. And I see us scoring more than 2.
To be honest,
what are you thinking?
I think if they pass this test, I will have to consider them as like
as the actual challengers.
Yeah,
because I'd consider them the favourites.
Still working.
Yeah, I'd say I'd consider them the favourites now just because they've looked so strong already. It's not that they've looked so strong because the opposition hasn't been great, but they've looked so strong in that everyone seems to know what they're doing. They're a very settled squad. They did their business early, and it just seems like. Mourinho, it's the whole second season thing. It's like, look, I know how to win the league. I'm going to set.
I'm not going to take anything away from Man U, but that to me it's like a statement of how bad our league is doing. Because I feel like Chelsea's definitely not ready, and I feel like Man City. I don't think Pep understands the league just yet.
Yeah.
And I just think Arsenal's rubbish. So is Spurs and so is Everton.
Yeah, I got to agree with that.
So by default, I'll give it to you guys. I know it sounds like I'm giving you a back-end compliment.
100% you are. It doesn't sound like it. That's exactly what you're doing.
You've got to admit, you're not 100% ready yet yourself.
Who, as in Manchester United?
Yeah. You've got the players, but they still need to gel. It's just that right now, I just feel like our league isn't the strongest.
Well, would you agree? There is a comment from our friend Heath Pearce over at Copper 90 US. Hello, Heath. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a comment. Heath. Sexy Heath. He's a good-looking man.
Is it?
Yeah, he's a good-looking man.
Oh, you better looking than me is the question, Heath. We're gonna have to see. You know what I'm saying?
I'll text him later. Seriously. He says Man United to win the Premier League. So
Heath, you're my guy.
So.
You are my guy.
I think so as well.
You're my guy too.
Exactly.
I think so.
Oh no, I
think by default. I just said by default.
By default. And there is another comment from Matt Moore. Thank you for leaving your comment. He says Pogba over Kante.
They're not in the same position.
They're not, but
come on, Matt.
But all day.
They're not in the same position.
They're not in the same position. Of course not. So you can't compare them.
If
you're going to say that. If you're going to talk about talent.
If we are going to just dwell on this point for a little bit before we move on to the next game, they are different positions. But who is more key to their team?
Well, Kante is key to Chelsea. Pogba is key to Man United. Yeah. That's it.
But who would fare better without their player? That player.
I'll tell you what. At Arsenal, right? We need a Kante.
More than we need a Pogba.
But it doesn't mean Pogba is rubbish because Pogba is probably one of the
sickest of course.
So that's my point. It depends on who your team is.
I personally think that United, Pogba just playing, even if he's playing poorly, other teams actually have him and his name and his ability in the back of their mind. Just because he's there.
No one wants to see him that
big. No one wants to see him do anything. The fact that Pogba is
he's
there.
He's got a new haircut now as well.
How's it? Yeah. He gets a new haircut every week, doesn't he?
His barber must be getting money.
Killing it, innit? I feel like Chelsea would do better without Kante than we would without.
Yeah, I think Pogba this year will show how key figure he is.
Kante is more important to
No. Chelsea? I think they'd do better without him. If he's not in their team, I think they'll do better than we would do without Pogba.
Pogba this season, I think will show how important he is. He's looking more and more comfortable, especially with match behind.
I don't want to burst your bubble with only 3 games in.
No. But I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. This season, I think he'll prove.
We just have to.
He's important.
We just have to go on what we see, innit? What we see is 3 games.
I think Lukaku's more important than Pogba to Man United. That's my personal opinion.
They're not even midfielders, so it doesn't matter. What do you think? Is it Pogba or Kante? Who do you reckon is more important? And are Man United clear favourites for the league? we all agree that you are favourites. It seems like
not clear,
but you seem to be the ones at the moment. You look strongest. So
this
we'll
is
see.
amazing. I didn't think it's hurting both of them.
Let's move on. We're done with
We didn't even predict.
We're done with Man United for the next few weeks. So it's okay. Okay. Quick predictions. I'm saying probably 2-1.
3-1 to United.
I can't call that one.
Okay.
I really can't. I think it's
sitting on the fence over here.
I'm sitting on the fence. I think it's going to be a draw.
Right. Move on to an absolute barnstormer of a match. It's West Ham Huddersfield.
Which is
if you look at it, if you saw at the beginning of the season, you'd think like, it's not really going to be a good game. But this one, it's like role reversals. Huddersfield suddenly up in third. West Ham rock bottom.
Dude, little P man, Chicharito. Can't wait to see him.
What are you thinking?
I took him out of my fantasy league first game.
Watch him back goals now.
Scored 2 goals. I put him back in. Didn't score. I'm leaving.
Have you left him there now? Yeah.
I'm leaving.
So he's not scoring this weekend.
Has Ted got me in into this? No. Okay, I'm back in. I'm back in.
It's going to be a high score, and I just think these guys owe it to Village. Just because he puts so much faith in his players. And
I feel kind of bad for him.
He buys good players, and it just doesn't happen, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Last year I had a blame day on the stadium, right? And I went there, it's a 6 stadium and everything. But it's like, dude, it's a football pitch. You train every day.
Yeah.
You can't tell me you can't put 3 wins together.
I think it's deeper than that.
There must be
I think it's deeper than that.
Because with Spurs as well, it's no coincidence that West Ham Spurs first season, it's looking bad.
Spurs is just a bridesmaid. That's their life. Don't worry about them.
I think there's definitely some relevance to them not playing where they are comfortable.
Yeah.
Spurs, I feel like Pochettino's got them on high press. They're in a narrow pitch at White Hart Lane. High press, that's what they do. Yeah. At Wembley, they don't have this. Well, they've got too much space. They're doing that. West Ham, I'm not too sure about how they set up tactically, but it's clear that they're not comfortable there. Bro, they're pumping fake noise into the London Stadium.
No, that is bad.
Come on, man. That is just.
I was there. I've been there for 2 games, and it's not.
It's like when you're on live streams and you pump fake comments.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You're doing it.
By the way, this is not what we're doing. We actually are responding to your comments. Speaking of comments, by the way, we have just received 2. Aiden B, who is a real person, hopefully, Aiden, says Slaven Bilic will get the sack.
Yeah,
that's
I think
the first
so too.
comment.
I do, and that's unfortunately, I believe that's going to happen
before Christmas if he keeps going. Apparently, he's got one more game as well. That's what he said. The report this week, which is horrible.
That's terrible.
The fact more than 4 games.
Even if he loses this game against Huddersfield, which I personally think they will, which I'm sorry to say because I've got loads of friends that are West Ham fans. Sorry, Hammers. I feel like 4 games into the season, you're going to sack a manager. Get over yourselves.
That's worse than Ranieri getting sacked last year.
Yeah,
felt bad.
And that was bad.
And the second comment from Francis Murelf, great second name. He said, if West Ham lose, he's going to get sacked, which is what I think. I hope
why is that the general consensus, though?
I don't know. I heard there was a report this week. There was a report this week.
I've seen it, but that's bad.
I hope it doesn't happen because, you like seeing. Even though the whole merry-go-round of managers or whatever might help save a club at the end of the season, keep them from relegation, but you want to see managers stay for a while and build something
and get a chance to build something.
Exactly.
He's just brought in very good players.
Bilic has proven himself, especially first season. That can't just be a fluke, can it?
Having said that though, Huddersfield been doing sick.
Yeah, I rate that.
That's
so
why
much,
that's why I believe. Do you know what? I did not look into Huddersfield at all this season. In my head,
I thought, boom,
straight back down.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I thought. And now they're where in the Premier League?
Yeah,
third. I'm rating.
And they've got a good bunch of.
I'm rating. They're over there.
They look like the Leicester of. But without the whole going up and then almost going down. Huddersfield just look like, we're just going to win this.
They have no pressure to perform or to do anything in the Premier League. Even if they get relegated. I don't feel like their manager's going to get sacked. I don't feel like they're going to have loads of pressure from the papers. Well, this is my genuine opinion anyway. If they stay up, which they look like they are based on the first 3 games, I see them playing free football against West Ham, and I feel like they're going to go there and turn them over.
Yeah, exactly. There's no pressure on them.
You can kind of tell when teams come up, who are the ones that will stay, and it's usually the ones that just feel at home and feel like they belong in the Premiership.
And they don't seem to feel the pressure of playing in the Premier League as well. Newcastle, we've said they've been there before, but Huddersfield, they look like we're here.
They're just gassed.
Give it a go.
They are gassed.
Newcastle, you feel like they're clinging on. They want to stay there, and They want to go back down. And can I just say, Huddersfield's third away kit or second away kit looks like
spicy.
Our third away kit.
But it's cold though.
Oh, because it's made by the same people.
Cold. Oh, is that what it is?
Are they with Puma as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
But before moving on to Swansea against Newcastle, we've got final comment here from Abliza Sellars, and again, spicy name, well done.
Sick name.
He says, Huddersfield is on a mad thing, hard-fought game between the two teams. He thinks 4-3 Huddersfield, West Ham will go behind, draw back to 2 and then score at the end to make it 3 for them.
Do you know what?
If that's very specific, put like a 10p bet on that and you'll still make like a few grand.
Yeah,
that's
you will.
Very specific.
That's very, very specific, especially, do you say go ahead and come back?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Do you know what? If it is 4-3 to Huddersfield, it wouldn't surprise me. Those games are the ones that are high scoring that we just don't, because I don't feel like both defences are solid per se.
I love those games.
Yeah, they're amazing to watch.
You settle down into matches.
Yeah, just first game.
Yeah, there's going to be loads of goals going up.
You can see Gary Liverpool's ears just getting. We've got plenty of goals today. Having said that though, I've got West Ham to win 4-3.
Have you?
West Ham to win 4-3?
Yeah. I've got Huddersfield to win 3-1.
I'm saying Huddersfield 2-0. Boom. West Ham still can't score.
Yep. There's no goals here.
So kind of lopsided. That's 2 wins for Huddersfield, 1 win for West Ham. But Coppervan, what do you think? Let us know. Can West Ham finally get off the mark? Can they get themselves off 20th spot? It's a bit bleak for them at the moment. And can Huddersfield keep up their mad form? Because we like them, like underdogs. So let's move on to Brighton, West Brom. Another newly promoted side. This one's a bit less spectacular, isn't it? It's a bit.
For me, it's a ball draw.
Yeah, this is the only one which I've thought. I was like,
I can tell you straight off. I've got West Brom winning 1-0.
Is it
straight up?
So a ball win.
Yeah, just because they've got that very, very strong defense, and you know, people try and buy Johnny Evans. I'm still baffed, but you can tell me more because he was at United before.
Okay, so there was a period where Johnny Evans was a solid centre back in his first year.
We'll take him. We'll take him.
But I don't understand why. Are we going to get into that?
No, we're not. I want to move on from this game quick because this is a rubbish game.
To me,
who's going to watch Brighton West Brom? Really?
Brighton fans and West Brom fans,
of course.
And then
and Arsenal fans wanting to scout Johnny Evans for January. No, we want to see you come January if we need a defender.
I don't know.
But there must be a reason why City's after him.
Do you know why? It's because he's a ball.
Because he's a solid defender.
It's because he's good with his feet on the ball. That is actually what it is. Not all of them are though. Nemanja Vidic was awful at passing the football. Yeah. But he was a sick, solid centre back. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So Evans can pass the ball. That's why, look, John Stones, to me, is terrible at defending. But he knows how to use the ball and play with the ball, pass it out. So that's why, do you know, PK, those are the type of defenders that Pep wants. Yeah. Guys that can play the ball out from the back. So that's why he wants Johnny Evans. Having said that, Johnny Evans' team this weekend, I think it's going to be a 0-0 with their team, those guys and Brighton. I just don't see anything else happening.
One goal in there. And I'll give it to West Brom.
I'm saying, probably West Brom 1-0.
Do you know, it's one of those games like you have a toilet break.
Yeah, exactly. Put the tea on. Rest for the real game.
No respect.
And that real game is Swansea Newcastle. Apparently, that's the last game on the list. So we talk about Swansea Newcastle very quickly. What are you thinking? Swansea
easy.
Why?
Newcastle have struggled though.
I was going to say why? Why Swansea?
What's that striker's name? The kid. He's really, really good. He played against you. Have you guys played him already?
Yeah, we played them. We beat them 4-0. So I didn't see any of their strikers.
No, he was decent.
Was he even playing?
And Bonnie's back.
Wilfred just now.
Yeah, I like that.
I honestly, I think Newcastle are going to go there and turn them over.
And they've got, come on, Sanchez.
Oh, Renato. Wow, he's their signing. Does he start? This week?
That's probably the main talking point.
Does he start
this is the point that we'll end on. Does he start? I don't know. I'd love it if he started.
It must be in his contract to play a number of games.
Why?
Because Bayern Munich wouldn't let him go on loan.
Yeah, to be wasted on the bench.
He's got to be.
But then you sort of put that. But I agree. But I think also they trust Swansea. Swansea's the type of club they play good football. Like they would put him in there and trust him and want him to flourish there. What are you thinking, Bo?
I think he'll start. I know I asked the question. I do think he'll start. Yeah. He's a big signing for them.
Yeah.
I know it's only a loan. They didn't spend money. However, I don't think Swansea have got much going forward. And I think that Rafa Benitez tactically, apart from Boney.
Just mentioned
when I say got much, I'm not talking. So what I mean is they've got the players. I just don't see it flourishing on the field. I haven't seen anything from them this year. They've got
Sigurdsson's a big miss.
He's a major miss. I feel like Rafa will get it right tactically. That's the only reason I feel Newcastle are going to win. Not because they've got the greatest team or anything like that. I think Rafa is going to be the engine. Like he's going to be the brains behind that win.
The first 70 minutes against you lot, they looked okay.
Who? Swansea?
Yeah, they looked okay.
Is it?
You guys won
can you remember?
4-0.
Can you quickly? Can you quickly? Can you remember? Quickly now? Can you remember any chance they had?
They had one chance.
Do you remember it?
From that striker, I don't remember his name.
So a chance somewhere in the pitch at some point with this guy, I sort of don't know, but it's okay. Right, and so that is it for Swansea Newcastle. But very quickly, we're just going to go. It's Southampton Watford. I mean, we'll just give our quick predictions. What are you thinking?
2-0 to Southampton.
2-0 to Southampton.
Yeah, I think 2.
They're a better footballing team.
1-0. Yeah, exactly.
They're better.
Everyone likes Southampton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just apart from
Liverpool
loves Southampton.
That's another toilet break for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously,
exactly.
I like watching Southampton.
No, I don't like watching Watford.
Oh yeah, no,
cool.
exactly. Watford can see that. But before we do wrap it up, we have to talk about Teddy.
Hey.
We have to say that Teddy, your music.
Yeah.
We want to talk about. So we've basically you're not foreign to us. Like we've used some of your tracks before. Hands Up.
Yeah.
We've used a few times.
Well, you have with Marcelo, right?
Yeah, 5-shot challenges. Yeah.
That's
See the big. We want the big views. You know what I mean? So
Is that why we got Teddy on board? Yeah. Come on.
You got your latest release.
Yeah.
Chat a bit about that. What's going on there?
So the album's out, and we've got a tune with P Money, JME, The Nail,
Every
and everyone. So you guys should definitely check it out.
Some big names there.
Yeah. And then the one before that, Lethal B and Gets.
Wow.
So there's 2 videos you can go check out.
So what's the final one? What's the sort of track to check out? What's the big hitter you want us to?
You should check out Hands Up. It's
Hands
a
Up.
Marcelo thing, but it's a
We
big,
agree.
big nasty. So
I'm just nodding because I've heard both, so I know.
Yeah, he knows.
So there you
Bo
go.
already knows if you
I
didn't
know.
know.
I
So
know.
But yeah, the album's out, so go get that.
decent. There we go. That's it, Copper fam. Check it out. Check out the new music. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for leaving your comments. It was nice chatting to
Come
you.
on, Arsenal.
Chatting some rubbish. Yeah, please come on Arsenal. But
Please.
yeah, thank you to my guest, Man United fan, Bo, Man
In the
United
building.
legend, and thank you very much, Teddy. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, we'll probably see you again soon. I think maybe next week. So see you then. Bye bye. Yeah.
Where does it pan out? Does that actually happen? Oh, on news channels, that's always happening.